Welcome everyone to the weekly live stream. Happy Sunday to you all. Hope you are doing well. I hope that this broadcast finds you doing well. And if you came here to have a good time playing ukulele, then you're in the right place. Because for the next hour, we're going to be jamming on some really fun, easy songs from a new songbook that I was gifted by a friend of mine who's also a ukulele facilitator, and I'll be telling you all about it. We're going to play a bunch of tunes and in the process learning about how to practice, just like we did last week with last week's live stream. Let me know how you're doing in the chat. I see we already got some friends from Germany, some friends from Maine here in the States. We got some friends from California, Sweden, Scotland. Hello. We got Nancy from Santa Rosa in the house. We got, from the Alps. Hello, Sol. So many folks. Hope you're doing well. I want to get into the jamming, and of course, along the way, we're going to keep in communication here. If you're watching this as a replay, there will eventually be timestamps in the video description below. I'm trying a new setup here, so please let me know if the audio is okay. And if you can see and hear me all right, I'll do my best to make everything as technically smooth as possible. Here's what we're going to do. As I said, we're going to jam a bunch of tunes. We're going to learn. We're going to have a great time. I got my low G uk. I got my high G uk. And after we learn and jam for 1 hour, there will be, as usual, a mindfulness meditation. I lead a mindfulness meditation at the end of every live stream. It's a universal practice to calm our minds, to center ourselves, to open our ears, open our hearts, and then we will apply that mindfulness meditation to our music making. So I hope you'll stick around and watch the entire live stream. Everybody can hear me okay? Let me know if the uke is coming through clearly. If it needs to be louder, I'll play a little bit for you. Coming through okay? Alright, let's get into the jam. The topic of this is, of course, just a fun, easy uk jamming lesson. We're going to be doing a lot of these throughout the year, and this live stream is really in part made possible by my good friend Petey Mac. Petey Mac holds a wonderful space as a ukulele presenter. He is Pete McCarty, McCarty. He broadcasts Monday through Friday on his Facebook channel starting at 2 p.m. Central Time, so that's Chicago time. We're going to be playing a couple of really fun selections from his songbook. Pete is a great guy and a big friend of the ukulele and anyone who wants to play. Wonderful guy. Real quick before we get started, and I'll mention this later, my next week I won't be offering a live stream like this. There will be a class, and I know that many of you have already signed up. Thank you very much. Next Sunday, 17th, 3 p.m., we're going to be going through the blues, a huge topic, and I intend to cover it in several different classes, but this is going to be a really fun time. Your ticket will include access to a replay. I'm making these great jam tracks for you. It's going to be tons of fun. I'm also going to play a little mini concert, so I hope you can join me. Links in the description below, and there is a winner of the Tree Picks giveaway, and that will be going on as well during this broadcast next week. So just letting you know, I won't be here next week. I will be with some of you at this class. Hope you can join me. Check the links below, and thank you very much. Let's get right into it, yeah? Let's get started with a really fun song that everybody can join in. Page 48. Oh, and by the way, if you haven't already, you can download this entire songbook. It's in the description below. Right now, you may just want to hang and watch. Once you do, you'll notice everything is clickable. You can click on the number 48 right there at the bottom of the page, and voila, you're right at Blue Suede shoes. They're baritone chords. They're GCEA tuning chords. So let's get started. Key of D. Come on now, let's get our D major chord going. Play that any way you like. And then D7 is another chord we're going to need. G7. The last chord we we need is A7. This is, of course, Blue Suede Shoes, classic rockabilly tune. Are you ready to get jamming? Check my tuning up here. Thank you so much for showing up. I really appreciate you being here with me. I really look forward to these jam sessions each and every week. So thank you for being with me. Let's do it. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2. Sing along. 2. Oh, it's a 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. Now go, cat, go, but don't you step on my blue suede shoes. You can do anything, but lay off of my blue suede shoes. You can knock me down, step on my face, slander my name all over the place. Do anything that you wanna do, but honey, lay off of my shoes. But don't you step on my blue suede shoes. You can do anything, lay off of my blue suede shoes. Play those chords now. D, D, G7, D, A7. All right, let's sing it out. You can burn my house, steal my car, drink my liquor from an old fruit jar. Do anything that you wanna do, but honey, lay off on them shoes. But don't you step on my blue suede shoes. You can do anything, lay off of my blue suede shoes. But it's 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. Now go, cat, go, but don't you step on my blue suede shoes. You can do anything, lay off of my blue suede shoes. One more time around, we say, oh, blue, blue, blue suede shoes. 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 You can do anything, lay off of my blue suede shoes. And a little jam on the blues to get started. Big D chord. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Nice. Very nice, everybody. We're going to jam lots of tunes, and as promised, those of you who are just joining me, we're going to be jamming and learning at the same time. This is not boot camp. This is not a song challenge. I understand where teachers come from when they say it's a 7-day song challenge. Life is challenging enough, yeah? Let's come to our music for fun, for stress reduction, pure relaxation. That's my vibe. That's the way I've been teaching for, 25 years now. So I appreciate you hanging. Now, you probably noticed that I was doing a few simple but effective things with my chords. So I'm going to change the screen now so you can see me really clearly. And a couple of nice things you can do with this song is to mimic the way Elvis and Carl Perkins played it. There are little slides into the chords, okay? So you can take your D major chord, and at the very beginning, it's just 1 for the money. Let's do this together. Just one chord. 1, 2, here we go. 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready, D7, let's go. And then you move to the next chord, right? So here's a nice simple thing you can do. You can slide into it. You take your D major chord, move down 1 fret, strum, and slide into it. This starts to sound like Jailhouse Rock as well, and zillions of other blues and rock songs. So when we're sliding, we want to keep the pressure of the fingers against the frets so the chords ring out, but not with so much tension, squeezing so hard that we can't move, all right? So try this out for yourself. Just strum and just let go. Number 2, ready? Attempt number 2. And let go. One last time. This is the way we want to practice things. Shooting darts, just doing short bursts of course correction. Here we go. Ready? Strum and slide. 3, 4. Nice. Once you get a handle of that you're really just wiggling the finger a little bit, it comes. You know, it just takes practice, and practice is repetition with kindness, as we talked about last week. If you didn't see last week's live stream, go to my channel, Ukulele Zen, and you can watch last week's deep dive into 5 different practice tips. And you can download the PDF of all those practice tips right there for you to enjoy. Let's get back to the song and let's apply this to the G7 chord. You know, you can take your G7 chord. You can slide into it by backing up 1 fret. The first finger's free. And you just kind of strum, and then maybe you strum again. These simple little decorations of going down 1 fret and then back into the chord are so effective. They're really, really cool. You can also approach from above, which I did. And that's a slide. Yeah. Now, we don't want to overthink this stuff. Just kind of let it come out as you feel you enjoy doing it. And the last little simple but really cool decoration for D is to add the notes on the first string. Okay, you're going to add the opens to the open string. You're going to put your finger on the 2nd fret and then the 3rd fret. And then go back to the 2nd fret. And if you put this together with a D7 chord, you get a cool boogie woogie piano effect. And it sounds like this. So if you rewind this, you'll see I was dropping that in there. Try not to be too complex. We always want to obey the master. The king of the house is rhythm. Okay, rhythm is king. So we always want to do things that are simple enough to keep you in rhythm. Let's do this together. Let's practice it slow and simple, and then we'll get a little funkier with it. Are you ready? Let me make my hand a little easier to see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm sliding that 3rd finger up and back down. Let's do it again. Open D7. Nice. John, I am using a combination of guitar strings, jazz guitar strings, and classical guitar strings, but that's just because I'm kind of kooky like that. I like to customize my strings. I'll talk about that in a future video. I'm going to be giving a whole tour of this ukulele, and I'm going to be interviewing the luthier who made this special custom-made ukulele for me. And there's a whole lot of reasons why the sound holes here, and et cetera, et cetera. So for now, yes, I use a wound string, but it's a jazz guitar string, so it's very smooth. It's a flat wound jazz guitar string. But don't try that at home just yet until you see my upcoming video, because there's a good reason why. So check it out. Let's do it now with a little shuffle rhythm. You take your D7 chord, then we're going to drop that ring finger there, and then you can slide it up. Or if you like, you can use the pinky, refinger this, any way you like. And check it out. Ready? Let me demonstrate it, and then you try it. 1, 2, here I go. Want to try? Here we go. 2, 3, start. Okay, so that's a little boogie woogie flavor that you can add to this. Now, we're not going to play the entire tune again, but let's just drop some of the stuff in, okay? When we go, well, it's 1 for the money, we can go, slide in. 2 for the show, 3 to get ready, now go, cat, go. And then when you play G7, don't you slide in. Step on my blue suede shoes, boogie woogie. Now A7, just play straight. You can do anything. G7, lay off of my blue suede shoes. And I put a little blues lick in there. I'll be teaching you all that stuff in my class next week, showing you how to improvise using different blues scales. You want to jam this one more time? Let's try to apply this, and then we're going to play an entirely different tune in a different style. Let's do this. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're liking what you've seen so far, do me a favor and click the like button. Share this video with your friends. And if you haven't already, hope you'll subscribe to my channel, Ukulele Zen. Appreciate you being here. I hope you and your family are doing well on this beautiful Sunday. Here we go. 1, 2, ready? 1, 2, 3. Well, it's 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. Now go, cat, go, but don't you step on my blue suede shoes. You can do anything, lay off of my blue suede shoes. You can stand in the house, step on my face, slandering my name all over the place. Do anything that you wanna do, but honey, lay off my shoes. But don't you step on my blue suede shoes. You can do anything, lay off my blue suede shoes. Alright, so just a quick introduction to some of these concepts. We don't want to overthink it, but just adding a little bit of chord slides. And you probably noticed I dropped the triplet strum in there. We'll have a whole session about the triplet. Yeah, I have a video about the triplet at my channel. Click this little icon below the video to visit my homepage of the channel. You can sift through the video, search for the triplet lesson. How y'all feeling out there? Are you having a good time so far? Well, we're just getting started. Appreciate you being with me and spending some of your summer with me, Sunday with me. And what we're going to do is we're going to play a Bob Dylan song here now. Let's slow it down, do a folk song, Bob Dylan's Blowin' in the Wind. And I just like to, let's just play this, okay? I'm going to do a mixture of strumming and finger style. You can do this any way that you feel comfortable. Just play, feel, and sing from your heart. All right? The first pitch that we're going to be singing. It's a little hard. A little high. How many rows? So the first note is right there inside the G chord. How many roads must a man walk down? Always a good idea before you start a tune to find the first note. All right, using your ear. Thank you, Patricia. Appreciate you being here. If y'all digging this, thank you for giving it a thumbs up, a like. There are some links below if you feel like supporting or leaving a super chat. Appreciate your support and the donations that you so kindly and generously offer for these live streams are so appreciated. Thank you very much. Let's play, okay? Just follow the chart, use your ear. The strum I'm gonna play is 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. You might see me finger pick a little bit. Just stay with it, stay with the music. Let's play. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many roads must a man walk down before they call him a man? And how many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? How many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer's blowing in the wind. I know I'm playing this a little bit differently than Bob Dylan did it. That's because I'm not Bob Dylan. And unless you're out there, Robert Zimmerman, I think you probably wouldn't mind either. So let's do it together. Stay with the feeling. I'm going to sing it up as best I can. Thank you for joining in. And how many years can a mountain exist before it's many years can a man exist before they're allowed to be free? And how many times can someone turn their head, pretend that they just don't see? The answer, my friend, blowing in the wind. The answer's blowing in the wind again. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer's blowing in the wind. One more. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer's blowing in the wind. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you for joining in. And yes, I did play it as a waltz. Oops. Something about this song, just a personal share. I don't know why. I have heard the original many times, but I always feel this as a waltz. Maybe I just need to practice it some more, but I always feel the lilting quality of this. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. That's just how I feel it. Appreciate you joining in, and if you like the 3/4 feel, then cool, you do it. Thank you for joining in. Let's play a really fun song from New Orleans traditions. Okay, this is a fun song, fun and easy uke jam. Appreciate you joining in with me. Really, I'm so grateful for you being here. Some of you show up every week, and it's really a highlight of my week to connect with you. So thank you so much. If you are enjoying yourself, and you would like to support in some way, there are links below. Appreciate it very much. And for those of you who are patrons, thank you very much. You get all kinds of perks and goodies at my Patreon page. Want to announce before we play the next song, the Tree Picks winner. Every week I give away a pair, and so actually 4 tree picks are mailed to you from Calgary, Canada. These are tree picks. They're wooden picks. They feel great. They sound great on a nylon string. And that's what you'll receive. And this week's winner, Terry Marker from Indiana. Congratulations, Terry. The very first person from the U.S. to win. Everybody so far has been someone won in France, someone won in Spain, someone won in Canada. This is the 4th week we've been doing this. You can win a set of these tree picks. There's a link below. I leave it open for like 4 or 5 days, and then I choose a winner at random. I don't get any money for this at all. It's just something that we like to do. We just love to spread the love and share some good times. And eventually I'm going to be sharing with you how to use a pick in future live streams. Using a pick is very cool, and these wooden picks sound great on a nylon string. So the picks sound wonderful. Wood against the nylon sounds great. It's a soft, warm tone. So check out the link below, and you can perhaps you'll be one of the lucky winners chosen completely at random. Thanks again, Terry, for joining in. So are you enjoying yourself? Let's keep on jamming with a song called Enjoy Yourself. Now, so many ways to strum this, and I will do my best to not play it as a waltz. Thank you. You could use the Bo Diddley strum. which we covered a few live streams ago. And you can get an easy to find the New Orleans feel is just by playing the good old down, down, up, down strum. But you play it with a shuffle feel, meaning your eighth notes are really bouncy. So check it out. It'd be like... Okay. A quote-unquote proper New Orleans feel, which is a silly way to say it, because if you've ever been to New Orleans, there's a great amount of freedom in the music. It's all improvised, really. But a way to play this would be the full pattern of... And you'd be adding all kinds of funky rhythms. But to keep things accessible for all of us out here, let's just play down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, and just keep it real bouncy. And let's have a good time. The song is called Enjoy Yourself, after all. Are you ready? Let us jam. Just 4 chords. Got them at the bottom of the page. The first note is ah. Warm up your voice with me. Ah. One more time. Ah. Wa-do-do-bo. Last time. La la. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pink. The years go by as quickly as a wink. Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. Stay on that C. Here we go. You work and work for years and years. You're always on the go. You never take a minute off, too busy making dough. You say someday you'll have your fun when you're a millionaire. Imagine how much fun you'll have in your old rocking chair. Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pink. The years go by as quickly as a wink. Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. You're gonna take that ocean trip. Here we go. You're gonna take that ocean trip, no matter come what may. You got your reservations made, you just can't get away. Next year for sure, you'll tour the world while you really get around. But how far can you travel when you're 6 feet neath the ground? Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pink. The years go by as quickly as a wink. Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. Here we go. You never go to nightclubs, you just don't care to dance. You don't have time for silly things like moonlight and romance. You only think of dollar bills tied in a sack. But when you think it's a dollar bill, it don't kiss your back. Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pink. The years go by as quickly as a wink. Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. We're gonna play one more verse, one more chorus, and then I'll share some of the chord and rhythm things that I'm playing right now. Are you ready? You love somebody very much. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. You love somebody very much. You like to set the date, but money doesn't grow on trees, so you decide to wait. You're so afraid that you'll bite off more than you can chew. Don't be afraid you won't have teeth when you reach 92. Not necessarily. Enjoy yourself. Come on, it's later than you think. Enjoy yourself. They're still in the pain. The years go by later than you think. Woo! Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Later than you think. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. One more. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Are you having a good time? Just like we rehearsed it. Now, this is an example of a classic kind of chord progression that's used in swing music and pop and jazz, and I'm going to show you a couple of ways that you can embellish it. It's actually quite easy once you get a hang of the new shapes. So you may want to watch this video a second time and rewind this section, because I'm going to share some pretty cool chord variations. All right. Whenever I'm leading a jam, I'm trying not to make it too complex, but I do want to offer some things that will, stretch you and help you to grow a little bit. Woohoo! Fun. We got from Patricia. Julie says, what fun. Thank you. Donna and Janine, so great to have you here again. Rudolph in Chicago, no sweat, man. You can watch this anytime. Ukulele Magpie. Yeah, Bo Diddley is a great strum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, you can hang with that one strum a long time. I want to show you some of these chord variations, and then a secret to strumming, well, believe it or not, is to play the humble egg shaker. I'm going to share a story. You know, I was a professional egg shaker, and I played all kinds of percussion in a marching band and blah, blah, blah. I'll share about that, because if you can make this thing... Can you hear the Bo Diddley beat? The motion of strumming, very similar to playing an egg shaker, the humble egg shaker. I'll share more about it later, but let's get into these chords, okay? Thank you for hanging. If you're enjoying yourself, I appreciate you hanging out. Ukulele Zen, depth, not seriousness. I want to share with you a couple of cool chord tricks. If you got a piece of paper, write this down. And if you're digging this, thank you so much for your support. You can drop a super chat. There's a donation link in the description, etc., etc. When you change from C to G7, enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. You can put a diminished chord in between. And here's what I recommend you doing. Play your C major with your pinky. Maybe you start with your ring finger, and then right before you want to change, swap it out, or just play with your pinky finger all the way. And then you're going to drop the rest of the diminished shape on top. Now, the rest of that diminished shape, it looks like a G major chord that's hopped up. Okay, so this is where we play G normally. And what you're doing is you're lifting up the fingers and just plopping them on strings 4, 3, and 2. This works on both low, high G, etc., and baritone, of course. And then you drop your pinky right here. So the fretting is 2, 3, 2, 3. The diminished 7th chord is a magical chord. It's not only a chord that creates tension, but it is a way of decorating other chords, changing keys. It's a magic chord. But to get into this very quickly, we're going to play Enjoy Yourself. Get ready to drop it. Later than you think. And that's essentially the motion from C to C diminished. And then you move to G7. You may make that easier for yourself just by sliding those 3 down, or by reforming the fingers like this. Okay, keep it nice and loose as always. Now, you're only going to play that for 2 beats, but it's a good 2 beats. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So do you see what I did? I played C for 2 full counts of 4, 2 bars. And then on the 3rd bar, 2 beats of C, 2 beats of the diminished chord, and then on to G7. Let's try this together. And if you come away with nothing else from this live stream but this trick, well, it's a great thing, because this diminished really makes you sound jazzy. Check it out. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. Well, enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pain. The years go by. C7 coming up as quickly as a wink. Let's stop here for a sec. We're going to play 2 beats of F. Enjoy yourself. Excuse me, 1 beat of F. And then we go to that diminished again. Yourself. Enjoy your A7 self. Ooh. Now D7. It's later than you think. I'm going to go over all that very clearly. This is another classic jazz chord progression. You're moving from the 4 to the sharp 4 diminished, back to the 1 chord, to the 6 chord, to the 2, to the 5, to the 1. Remember this, and I'm going to take you through this nice and easy. 6, 2, 5, 1. Say it with me. Come on. 6, 2, 5, 1. Duke Ellington's area code. 6, 2, 5, 1. Okay? Music theory is not as hard as you think. It's a matter of numbering things. But let's just get into the physicality of it. F. Ready? Join in. Enjoy yourself. Move to that diminished. Back to C. Enjoy yourself. A7. Now D7. It's later. G7. Than you think. Yeah, you see that? Let's do it again. And you can rewind this. This is about 40 minutes into the broadcast. There'll be a timestamp below once I get to it. All right. Thank you for hanging with me. Oh, you're still in the pink, Troy. Thank you. Awesome. Dagmar, peace. Yuk noob, aloha. Let's do this together. Thank you so much for hanging with me, everybody. Really appreciate it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Enjoy yourself. C. Enjoy yourself. D7, I'm going to use fingers 2 and 3 because look how easy it is. And later, they hop over. Than you think. And if you attended last week's live stream of how to practice, you would apply the same principles of repeating things just a few times. You know, maybe you set a goal of I'm going to do it 5 times in a row, but in between each one, take a break. All right? So you do it a second time. You take a break, take a sip of tea, take a sip of your beer, take a sip of your hot cocoa, whatever you got, water. Take your hand off the instrument, and the extra 3 seconds that you take to relax your hand relaxes your body, relaxes your mind, and it really helps the learning process, okay? It does not help us to just drill things around and around. What helps is to target things and to, in a kind and gentle way, try to shoot bullseyes. Okay, let's do it one last time and then we'll move on to another song. Thank you for hanging and learning with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Oop, kind of threw you a curve there, but notice 1, 6, 2, 5, 1. 1, 6, 2, 5, 1. That's Duke Ellington's area code. 1, C, 6, A7, D7, G7, 1. Now we're going to move on and jam, but I just want to say in the future, I'm going to be offering all kinds of courses online, and, you know, we could take these same chords and just try different voicings of them. So just watch. Here's where you can go with this eventually. You play your C here, right? But then you play your A7 here, and then you play your D7 here, and then you play your G7 here. You play your C there, you play your A7 chord there, you play your colorful D7 there, you play your colorful G7 there, and it's the same chords, but they're voiced differently. So that's where, you know, it takes a little time, of course, to memorize the placement of these new chords and to get friendly with the left hand. But here, you got the first one. So remember from last week's live stream where I talked about dig one well, collect more rain. True, there are many ways to play it, but just master one at a time, you know? And then learn to apply it, and you'll see. You'll learn the other ones much quicker because you know how to learn things effectively. F. Come on now. F. And while you do this, I like to make it fun by loosening up my body and maybe doing some free singing. If you love to sing, you know, go to church here. Next chord. C. Na 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 na. A7. Na 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 na. D7. Woo do do da do da do. Na 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 na. You know, so our ears will often find intuitively the notes that fit the chords. And while there are more detailed and precise ways to transcribe what other players play and what other singers sing, trust your instincts, you know, just go with it. Are you having fun? I hope you're enjoying yourself. I so appreciate you joining in with this fun, easy uke jam session. That's about the hardest thing we're going to do today. I appreciate you hanging. Real quick, before we move on to the next section, you want to win your set of tree picks, there's a link in the description below. There's also a link down there for my upcoming blues workshop. It's going to be a ton of fun. Your ticket will include jam tracks, replay. I'm going to play a nice mini concert. I'm practicing some new songs for you. Can't wait to share them with you. And there's early bird price ending this coming Thursday. You will get emailed all the information once you register. I'll be sending it in a few days. All the details about how to download your song sheets, etc., etc. Thank you. If you dig this and you want to support, you can, of course, if you feel called to and you're able, so appreciate if you click the links below and offer a donation. I so appreciate all your support. My Patreon page has all kinds of goodies waiting for you. You can search through them and a lot of great stuff up there. Sign my mailing list to keep in touch. I just flipped upside down, don't mind me. And last but not least, we really appreciate your support, and we hope that your family is doing well and that you're feeling the magic and the medicine of music. The medicine of music is on many levels. It's the vibration. It's the way you feel when you're participating in something that you love. It's the way you feel when you're doing it with other people. And there's something that happens when we stop and just listen and be with ourselves. That's one of the most healing things about music. And when we do our meditation in about 15, 20 minutes, we will be stopping, listening, breathing, strumming. So I hope that you're feeling the music, the magic and the medicine of music. And that's my little bear. He is loving the ukulele. Every time I take it out, he screams. That's how much he loves it. He will not, he doesn't really calm down enough for me to play him a whole song, but he's learning how to pick and strum. And he does. He loves to just play the strum the strings. Go figure. His mama and papa are string players. Thank you for being with me. I hope you and your family are doing well. I know these are very difficult times with the lockdown and many other world events that are happening. So let your music be an island where you can return, strum one chord, listen, breathe. We're not running and hiding from it. We're embracing. And that's what meditation and deep listening helps us to do. Thank you very much, Patricia, for that super chat. I so appreciate your support, and I appreciate you all just for being here. All right, let's keep on a-jamming. The next tune we're going to play is, let's play a romantic, kind of a romantic, it's upbeat, but it's a sweet sentiment. Excuse me, 179. You can download this entire song sheet. Thank you, Pete McCarty. I want to play a song, Kiss an Angel Good Morning. Charlie Pride recorded this. It's an old reggae tune, and it does use the B-flat chord, but you can make friends with B-flat with a special video that I made on my YouTube channel. Thank you, Dagmar. I so appreciate that. Danke. So you can, again, use the down, down, up, down, down, just a laid back kind of shuffle strum. It starts to sound like reggae. If you know your other voicings of F, you can start to do some reggae chops or do whatever you like on this. Let's just have fun. Quick sip of water, and we're going to start. Start on your F chord. Thank you, Barbara. That's so sweet of you. I feel like I'm the lucky one, honestly. And I hope that your families are all doing well. The first note we sing, whenever I chance to meet, or way up high, whenever I chance to meet, I'm going to sing it low, okay, so I don't hurt the people in the next room. F. 2. 1, 2, 1. If you don't like B flat, just muffle the strings and keep rhythm going, okay? 1, 2. Thank you, Mad For You. You're the best. Appreciate your super chat. 1, 2. Let's jam. 1, 2. Whenever I chance to meet some old friends down the street. Let's end on F. Ready? All right, folks. I hope that wasn't too hard to follow along with, because it does use the B flat chord. And you know, when you're playing reggae, you get a wonderful chance to relax the hand. Like this. Squeeze and release. I covered this in a couple of live streams ago. We'll certainly cover it again. But you squeeze, relax the hand right away. Makes it a lot easier to play. Thank you, Kenneth. I appreciate you sharing that. I hope everybody's doing well. And in time, what we will do is, we'll go through more of these tunes in future live streams. I thought it would be really fun to play a Hawaiian song. This is a laid-back, easy-to-play tune called the Hukilau. The Hukilau is a classic Hapahaole song. Okay, so it's a mixture of, old-time 1920s jazz and some Hawaiian sentiment. So the chords we need are G major, D7, also going to have an E7 in there, and then A7. All right, and that's all you need, really, are those 4 chords. It says midway through this, play slightly faster. We may pick up the tempo a little bit, but this is very laid back. You have to imagine slide guitar, you know, pan steel guitar. Start with a G. Ready? And we'll begin. Oh, we're going to a Hukilau. Huki, 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 Hukilau. Everybody loves a Hukilau, where the lau lau is the cow cow at the Hukilau. We'll throw our nets out into the sea, and all the amma come swimming to me. Oh, we're going to a Hukilau. Huki, 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 Hukilau. Next verse. What a wonderful day for fishing, the old Hawaiian way. The Hukilau nets are so wishing down in old Lahie Bay. Oh, we're going to a Hukilau. Huki, 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 Hukilau. Everybody loves the Hukilau, where the lau is the cow cow at the Hukilau. We throw our nets out into the sea, and all the amma come swimming to me. Oh, we're going to a Hukilau. Huki, 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 Hukilau. We're going to play the next section a little faster, and then when we're finished, I'm going to share with you a couple of cool chord tricks you can throw in. So a little faster. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're going to a Hukilau. Huki, 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 Hukilau. Everybody loves a Hukilau, where the lau is the cow cow at the Hukilau. Well, we throw our nets right into the sea, and all the amma come swimming to me. Oh, we're going E7. Oh, Hukilau. Huki, 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 Hukilau. Huki, 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 Hukilau. Huki, 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 Hukilau. Last time. Huki, 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 Hukilau. Little flavors of a slide guitar there. Now, what did I do at the end? Yep, if it sounded familiar, I was using Duke Ellington's area code 1625 back to 1. So in this key of G, G is 1. G, the next note in the scale, A, B, C, D, E is our 6th chord, and we're going to use a 7th chord, so that's E7. Excuse me. The next chord is 2. G, A is the 2nd chord of the key. And then 5, G, A, B, C, D, and D7. Now, of course, we will demystify music theory in the future, and I'm going to be sharing a bit about it in the, the upcoming webinar that I'm doing about the blues. There's links to it below. But you just memorize this. and have fun looping this. First time, if we were to learn how to practice this, we would just do it once with a nice mellow strum. Join with me. Ready? G, E7, A7, D7. Ready? 3, 4. G, E7, A7, D7. One more. G, E7, A7, D7. Now, that's a nice mellow strum. Beautiful. You can start to add the down and up strum and shuffle it now. Ready? Let's shuffle, and then I'm going to show you some chord tricks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Glad you like it. Thank you, Divine Mother Wisdom. Love your channel name. 1, 6, 2, 5. It's G, E7, A7, D7, G. All right, now a couple of left-hand tricks to really spice this up. And by the way, next time you're waiting for your coffee to brew or your toast to pop or your, you know, if you just have a few minutes while you're waiting on something, have a ukulele there. You know, I have these all over my house, and I'll wait for the coffee to percolate or the tea water to boil, and I'll just sit with one chord progression and start to make up stuff. Lo, 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 la, 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 la. La, 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 la. So glad you joined me. I hope you're feeling fine. We're gonna get together, I hope another time. Just let it flow. These kind of chord progressions are the building blocks of so many songs, and your ear has heard them before. So I hope you're digging this. Chord voicing options, and then we're gonna land the plane and begin the meditation. I appreciate you hanging. If you're digging this, give it a like. Click that like button, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Instead of G major, play G6. Just lift this up. Right away, beautiful, colorful chord. It's still G major, but it's a G6 chord. Okay, the next chord, E7. You can drop the pinky right there on the 3rd fret. And take it off for a nice embellishment. Right? And these are spices. We don't want to overdo them. We don't want to make the soup too many spices in it, but just use them sparingly. Now, when you go to A7, try this out. You could leave this finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string, and that B, that note is a B. When you add that to the A7 chord, you're playing a gorgeous chord. It's 2 fingers, but it's so nice. A9. Okay? If you're wondering why these are named what they are, don't sweat that right now, but the 9 is the 2nd note of the scale. A, B, the 2nd note of the scale. You can also add the 13th right here, 2nd fret of the 2nd string. So those are gorgeous chords just with 2 fingers. A lot of beauty with just 2 fingers, right? You could also decorate them like this. And oh, very nice. Finally, we get to the D7 chord. You could just drop the finger straight across and play a D6 chord. And although the chord chart says D7, remember that is the placeholder of D7 for you, the creative interpreter of the accompaniment, to drop your old spices in there. All right, as long as it doesn't clash with the melody, you just do what you want to do. As the late, great Eddie Van Halen said, it's music theory, not music fact. Think about that. It's music theory, not music fact, okay? So these are theories. Right, is another beautiful chord, and I teach this in a video at my YouTube channel, Ukulele Zen. So check it out. When we put this all together, so many ways to do this. Let me make my hand a little bigger now. And watch how I loop this, and I'm going to Oh, Ragamuffin Ukes, you're the best. I appreciate you saying that. Hope you're all having fun. Let's try this out. We'll go from the G6. Just join in with me. Let's keep a rhythm while we do it. Nice mellow rhythm. 2, 3, 2 beats each chord. 1, 2. Let's pause. See what I did? I went straight from the G6 to the E7 with the pinky, and then I lifted it off. You hear that melody? And then I'll leave that there. And then for D6, for D7, I'll just play. So it's actually quite simple. The most profound things are often very simple, right? Simple doesn't mean easy. Mark Twain famously said, any fool can make something complex. It takes their genius to do something simply. So rewind this video, this section of the video. It's just about an hour into the broadcast. This, along with the other thing I shared with you for Enjoy Yourself. Get that under your fingers. And then this little goodie, take notes. This little goodie. G6 instead of G major, E7 with the pinky added, that's called a sharp 5, and then you go straight to 9. You can make it really colorful by doing the flat 9, and then when you get to D7 you just play this. I hope you and your family are doing well and that you've enjoyed yourself. We're going to start to shift into the next section, which I just want to share with you a simple meditation. I hope you'll stick around for it. And then afterwards, we'll play a beautiful, peaceful hymn with just 3 chords. So I hope you'll stick around. If you're enjoying yourself so much, if you're enjoying yourself so far, appreciate it if you give this video a thumbs up. Share it with your friends, and if you are able to and you feel called to, you can support these weekly broadcasts with a donation. There are links in the video description below, all kinds of details about my Patreon page at the links below, and I'm going to be offering, next week I won't be here at this time, I'll be offering something at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Click the link below if you want to register. It's going to be really, really fun. Huge topic, the blues. Probably going to have to do, I hope to do other ones throughout the year. So thank you so much. I appreciate the enthusiastic response so far. You can register for the early bird price before Thursday. I'm putting together a really, really nice program for you with all kinds of things tabbed out to really feed your playing and, most importantly, to nourish your ease in music. As you can probably tell, I like to keep things mellow. So, wish you well. It's time to shift into a meditation. I want to share that meditation, as I am sharing it, is not a religious ideology. It's a technology, really, a practice that is very beneficial for our minds and our hearts and our souls, and can be equally applied to any tradition that you feel comfortable, that you resonate with. And I want to share a simple listening meditation with a couple of singing bowls that I have here. And I'll begin in a moment, but first I just want to take just a few minutes to thank a few folks who are sending some nice messages in the chat. Thank you, Randall. Oh, so glad that you're here. Trish, thank you. Appreciate you hanging. Yeah, take notes on these, Just draw them out. Old school. Just get a piece of paper and draw them out. They will be yours forever. Thank you, Gianni. Appreciate you being here. Kazi, thank you so much. How are those tree picks? Kazi in Spain won a few weeks back the tree picks giveaway. Nate, thank you. Hello. Oh, cool, Joy. Thank you. Glad you're smiling. Jeanette, thank you so much. Hope you're doing well in the UK. To all the friends watching in Europe, to everyone in Australia, the Far East, of course, in Canada and the Northeast, Central America and South America. I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you for spreading the the news of what I do with your friends. If you share this link with a friend, say, hey, this guy helped me out, taught me a couple of cool things. Appreciate that very much if you share the news of my work. So, are you ready to meditate? We have a well-established habit in life. I'm just going to say a few words and then we will begin. Because a drop of experience is worth an ocean of theory. So we want to experience it. But there's a well-worn habit that we all share, and that is the habit of running from the present moment. And it's easy to see why. There are naturally things in the present moment that are unpleasant. And there is no judgment in saying that. It is a habit. If we can find a way to return to the present moment and embrace it with our loving presence, we transform it the same way that I witness on a daily basis. This guy is transformed. His suffering is transformed simply by embracing. And I know many of you are parents and grandparents and some great grandparents, and you know what I'm talking about. So when we sit in meditative presence, things may come up. What we are practicing essentially is to concentrate in a relaxed way, concentrate our attention on our breathing, on our listening, embrace the moment, and embrace whatever comes up with all the tenderness that you would embrace a baby with, and give yourself that gift of loving kindness. And your experience will be yours. I'm not going to guide your experience. This is your experience, but I wish for you to, I hope that you will touch the stillness within you, and from that, the intuitive wisdom that you are connected to will spring forth. So let's sit with a very simple but profound meditation. If you haven't already, be nice if you take your ukulele off. Maybe you'd like to lay down on a bed or the floor or couch, or sit upright with your feet on the floor. I'm going to play a couple of singing bowls, and the instruction is very simple. Just listen. Listen to the bells until you can't hear them anymore. Try to see if you can keep your attention on the sound as it's diminishing and returning to the silence. And if you can stay with it all the way, that's wonderful, and begin to pay attention to your in-breath and your out-breath. Just allow your breathing to be as natural as possible. Notice the breath. Notice the sounds. And let's spend a few moments returning to the here and now. Thank you for joining me. As we listen to another sound of the bell, allow your facial muscles to relax, allow your shoulders to relax. Follow your breath as it enters your body and leaves your body. begin to bring awareness to the corners of your mouth and gently turn them upward into a little smile. And if it helps you to anchor yourself in the moment, you can follow your breath by saying silently to yourself, breathing in as you breathe in, and breathing out as you breathe out. This is not thinking. These are tools to guide you in the experience of remaining present. Your body knows exactly how much oxygen you need and how much carbon dioxide to release. So just ride the wave of your breath like a violin bow being drawn across a string to and fro. Listen to the music of your breathing. Breathing in, breathing out. Smiling, releasing. As one of my teachers says, we have an appointment with life. And that appointment with life is in the here and now. And as many times as we may disconnect from the here and now, we can return as quickly as one breath, as one bell. The practice of listening deeply to the bell returns us to the present moment, just as listening to the voice of our loved ones, listening to what messages, listening to our mind stream and holding a space for it, listening. The address of life is in the here and now. So let's play a game now. We can track 3 breaths at a time by mentally noting in and out for the in and out breath, then smile and release. We release all our thinking, all of our planning, all of our concerns. They will be waiting for us, and we will be able to embrace them if they come to visit us while we're concentrating. But we release and be with ourselves. And the third stage is breathing in. I dwell in the present moment. Breathing out, I know this is a wonderful moment. And that can be shortened to present moment, wonderful moment. And I'm sure you can experience this, and you have experienced this thousands and millions of times in your life, that when we are truly in the present moment, the wonders of life become so much more available to us. So let us practice in the spirit of playfulness and kindness. This is not a challenge. Meditation is very pleasant. So let's spend just another few minutes playing the game. In, out, smile, release, present moment, wonderful moment. And if any thoughts come in and distract you from the gatha, from that mantra, just release and return with kindness. Thank you for joining. Nourish yourself with your concentration. In, out, soften, smile, release. Enjoy. Present moment, wonderful moment. Stay connected to your breathing in a soft and relaxed attention as you begin to slowly move your fingertips and your toes. Stay present with the sensations in your body as you begin to move your shoulders a little bit. Slowly open your eyes. And slowly bring your ukulele into your lap. Notice all the details. As you breathe in, feel the texture of the wood, the strap, the strings, whatever you notice. The 3 chords we will play are D major, and then we move to G major, back to D major, Rudolph. It is nearly completed. Thank you for asking. The last chord we're going to need is A major or A7. When the song Peace Like a River is sung, the feeling I the message I get is that if you take a handful of salt and put it in a cup of water and try to drink that water, you can't even swallow it. But if you take that same handful of water and you put it into a river, you can drink it. The practice of mindfulness trains us in holding things in a space of embracing, and we become like the river. I'm not suggesting it's easy to sit with everything, but there is that limitless possibility for open-heartedness in all of us. So let's sing and let's be like the river that can accept all the salt and still we're able to drink. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. Love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean in my soul. One more. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river in my soul. Thank you for joining me for this broadcast of jamming on ukulele and for this meditation. And when we play music, especially of a gentle nature like this, it's so wonderful to return to the breath. It's such a pleasing way to play. helps us to stay relaxed, helps our body to relax, our mind to relax. It helps our voice to sound sweeter. And it's also possible to play fast and furious music connected to the breath. So I appreciate you hanging. I know my live streams are a mixture of ukulele instruction, meditation. So thank you for letting me be myself. I want you to be yourself as well. So appreciate it, and I so grateful for you all. I look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks for this live stream. Next week, of course, there'll be the little webinar I'm doing about the blues. There's a link down below about that. Thank you, Alma. Thank you so much, and thank you for your very kind and generous donation. Thank you. Thank you, Kate, for joining. Greetings. Satnam, Dagmar. Satnam. Thank you so much. If you don't have a singing bell, that's all right. You can use your ukulele, strum a G6 chord. This is what it would sound like on a high G, just go. Listen until it returns to the silence from which it sprung. And when we listen to sounds going into silence, an amazing thing happens. Our attention becomes so much stronger. And as it was said to me, everything I've ever enjoyed is because of my concentration. And when we really love something, we don't even need to concentrate, right? You see a beautiful sunset. So we can train ourselves to strengthen our power of remaining present. And that's not some contest. It's just a tool to enable us to awaken to the present moment again and again and again, where the wonders of life are waiting for us. Thank you very much for joining in with me. I wish you and your loved ones many, many present moment, wonderful moment. Saul, I understand exactly what you mean. Doing one thing at a time can feel difficult. We have a habit of doing a lot, and I'm right there with you. So just practice your ukulele one chord at a time. Let that be a mindfulness practice, and I hope that it brings you a lot of peace and a lot of joy. Thank you, Kayla. Yes, every moment a wonder. Thank you. I wish you a peaceful week as well. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all being here. I'm going to sign out. There are links below if you want to join the webinar I'm doing about the blues. If you feel like supporting this with any kind of donation, I'm so grateful for your presence. And I wish you and your families a very, very peaceful week. Thank you, Uke Noob. So glad that you're here. And thank you all for staying to the end. Shows me that if 140 people, 150 people want to meditate, that's wonderful. That's inspiring. So thank you for inspiring me. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. All blessings. And thanks.